He lost his wives. His family collapsed. And now Kody Brown has lost something even greater: his pride. Humiliated on national television, ridiculed for the very life he built. But while Kody faced his darkest hour, Meri Brown was quietly stepping into her boldest yet, a single night, a room full of strangers, and one speed date that changed everything. 2 lives, 1 broken marriage, but together, they reveal a story about survival, betrayal, and second chances deeper than sister wives ever dared to show. Because what happened to Kody and Meri isn't just reality TV drama. It's the reckoning of a family and the beginning of something no one expected.
Hi, Meri.
Part 1. For over a decade, Kody Brown has been the face of polygamy in America. TLC's Sister Wives wasn't just a show. It was a cultural flashpoint. Love, loyalty, jealousy, betrayal, all played out in real time. Millions tuned in, millions judged, and millions formed opinions about one man leading 4 wives and 18 children. But when Sister Wives began to crumble, so did Kody's carefully built image. Divorce after divorce, family fractures, Christine leaving, Janelle breaking free, Meri distancing herself, and now, Kody facing a new battleground, one that would put his strength, his pride, and his controversial lifestyle to the ultimate test. When Kody signed on for Fox's grueling reality experiment, Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, he thought it was his chance to rewrite the narrative, to show America and maybe his ex-wives that he was still the leader, the fighter, the survivor. But what Kody didn't see coming was the laughter. During a tense elimination round, Kody's past caught up with him. His polygamous lifestyle mocked, challenged, ridiculed by fellow contestants. They didn't see a leader. They saw a man who failed his wives, a man clinging to control. And suddenly, Kody wasn't just fighting to stay in the competition. He was fighting for his dignity. Because what happened next, no one expected. Viewers braced for Kody's redemption arc. Instead, the twist hit like a storm. After back-to-back brutal challenges, Kody Brown was mocked not just by contestants, but by the audience. Memes flooded social media. Hashtags trended overnight. For the first time, Kody wasn't the patriarch, he was the punchline. And in that humiliation, Sister Wives fans saw something new: weakness. The backlash was swift. Sister Wives viewers, mostly women who had watched Christine, Janelle, and Meri suffer under Kody's rule, called it karma. Others asked, was this the final crack in the Brown legacy? Meanwhile, Robyn stood as the last wife standing. But even she couldn't shield Kody from America's judgment. For fans, the humiliation wasn't just TV drama, it was symbolic. A man who once commanded 4 wives now couldn't command respect on the battlefield of reality television. But could this downfall be the very thing that saves him? Kody's Special Forces journey ended not with triumph, but with mockery. Yet in that lowest point lies the greatest twist, because for the first time in years, the spotlight wasn't on his wives. It was on him, alone, vulnerable, human. And maybe, just maybe, this humiliation could force Kody Brown to confront the truth. That leadership isn't about control. It's about humility, something fans have been waiting for all along. What do you think? Was Kody's humiliation on Special Forces justice served, or just another chapter in his controversial saga? Comment below, share this video with fellow Sister Wives fans, and don't forget. Part 2. For over a decade, America watched Meri Brown as the loyal first wife of Kody Brown. She was there from the very beginning of Sister Wives, the woman who helped launch a cultural conversation about polygamy, faith, and family. But as the years rolled on, Meri's story grew heavier. She endured isolation, heartbreak, and the slow disintegration of her marriage. Until finally, in 2023, Meri closed the chapter. The first wife was no longer a wife at all, but ending one story was only the beginning of another. With Sister Wives fans watching closely, Meri announced her decision to try something bold: speed dating, a single event, a chance to meet multiple people, and maybe, just maybe, to remind herself that love still exists after loss. For Meri, this wasn't just about finding a partner, it was about reclaiming her voice and proving that she could stand on her own. At first it seemed simple, a few light-hearted conversations, nervous jokes, but soon, the cracks began to show. Awkward pauses, forced laughter, Meri realizing that stepping into the dating pool after decades away wasn't just hard, it was terrifying. And then one conversation turned everything upside down. Because the man sitting across from her didn't see Meri Brown the way she expected. In a shocking turn, one speed dater admitted he knew Meri not as a woman searching for love, but as a Sister Wives star. The conversation wasn't about romance. It was about Kody, about the drama, about her past life. Suddenly, Meri wasn't a woman starting fresh. She was a character in someone else's story. The realization hit her. Escaping the shadow of Kody Brown might be harder than she thought. The clip went viral. Fans flooded social media, some cheering her bravery, others mocking the awkwardness. Was Meri ready for love? Or was she still trapped in the role Sister Wives wrote for her? For women across America, the moment struck a nerve. They saw themselves in Meri's struggle, the fear of starting over, the pain of being defined by an old relationship, the courage it takes to sit down and say, "I am enough." But the question remained, was this humiliation or liberation? Meri's speed dating night didn't end with a soulmate. It didn't end with fireworks or romance. It ended with something even more powerful, the reminder that healing isn't perfect, and that starting over means stumbling before you soar. For the first time in years, Meri Brown isn't waiting on Kody. She isn't waiting on Sister Wives. She's waiting on herself. And for fans, that's the bravest step of all. What do you think? Should Meri keep diving into the dating world, or take more time to heal? Share your thoughts in the comments. Wand. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. To understand this moment, we go back. Kody Brown, once the proud patriarch of 4 wives and 18 children, a man who built his fame on control, charisma, and a polygamous dream. And Meri, the first wife, the original partner, who believed in him before the cameras rolled. But over a decade, the dream fractured. Christine left. Janelle walked away. Meri endured years of neglect before finally reclaiming her freedom. And Robyn, the last wife standing, became a lightning rod of resentment. And just as Meri looked for love again, Kody looked for respect. Their paths split, but both led straight into chaos. In 2025, Kody entered Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, a grueling series designed to break down celebrities and expose raw truth. For Kody, this wasn't just competition, it was redemption. Or so he thought. But instead of redemption, America saw humiliation. Contestants mocked his polygamous past. Fans laughed online. And the man who once ruled a family of 23 couldn't command respect among strangers. Karma has finally caught Kody. He can't even survive reality TV without Christine, Meri, or Janelle. This is hard to watch, but satisfying. But while Kody was breaking under pressure, Meri was breaking free. For Meri, the world after Kody was uncertain. She wasn't just single, she was a public figure, defined by years of heartache. So she did the unthinkable. She tried speed dating. At first, it was lighthearted. Polite introductions, nervous smiles. But quickly, the awkwardness set in. Years away from dating had left her unsure, vulnerable. And one man across the table reminded her she wasn't just Meri. She was Meri Brown from Sister Wives. Instead of flirting, she got questions about Kody. Instead of romance, she got reminders of the past. And the world watched her realize escaping Kody's shadow might be harder than leaving him. Two people, two journeys, both marked by humiliation. Kody, mocked for his polygamy on Special Forces. Meri, reduced to a reality star on her first attempt at love. Their struggles were different, but connected, because both revealed the truth. Sister Wives had changed them forever. I just want Meri to find happiness. She deserves so much better. Kody's downfall is the best TV since Christine left. Watching them both struggle makes me realize how toxic that family really was. For women everywhere, these moments weren't just entertainment. They were symbols of leaving, of surviving, of starting over when the world laughs at you. But what came next turned these awkward nights into cultural milestones. The twist. Neither humiliation destroyed them. In fact, both moments exposed what Sister Wives had hidden for years. Kody, once untouchable, was finally vulnerable. And Meri, once invisible, was finally free. Psychologists often say that public humiliation can either break someone or rebuild them. For Kody, the backlash may force reflection or drive him deeper into bitterness. For Meri, the awkward laughter may spark courage to keep searching, to keep growing, to finally put herself first. In Utah, polygamy was decriminalized in 2020. But for Kody, the true judgment came not from courts, but from audiences. And for Meri, the real liberation wasn't legal freedom. It was emotional freedom. Once. Kody Brown wanted redemption, but got humiliation. Meri Brown wanted love, but got awkwardness. Yet both stories point to the same truth. Endings aren't clean. They're messy, painful, and public. But endings are also beginnings. For fans, these moments aren't just reality TV. They are reminders that strength can come from the lowest points, that humiliation can lead to healing, and that women like Meri can always write a new story. Before Meri ever stepped into that speed dating room, and before Kody ever laced his boots for Special Forces, there was Christine. Her departure wasn't just a breakup, it was a cultural moment. When she closed that door on Kody, millions of women saw their own story. Her laughter, her cooking show, her engagement. They became symbols of what life after Kody could look like. And Christine's strength is the shadow hanging over both Kody and Meri's new journeys. On Reddit, threads exploded. Some cheered Meri for finally trying. Others laughed at Kody's humiliation. Facebook groups lit up with debates. Is this justice or just TV? And on YouTube, reaction channels turned their downfall into viral gold. Reddit. Meri deserves awkward dates over being ignored by Kody for decades. Facebook. Robyn's silence is deafening. YouTube. This is better than any scripted drama. But beyond the memes and jokes, there's a bigger truth. Experts in relationships point out, public humiliation, like what Kody faced, can shatter self-image. And for women like Meri, re-entering dating after decades isn't just about romance. It's about rebuilding confidence. Psychologists call it identity reformation, and both Kody and Meri are living examples. But will either of them truly reform or repeat the same mistakes? In 2020, Utah decriminalized polygamy. It was hailed as a step toward compassion. But ironically, as the law softened, Kody's household collapsed. Legal acceptance couldn't save emotional fractures. And now, polygamy isn't Kody's shield, it's his punchline. Which raises the question, was this ever about faith, or was it always about control? What happens now? For Kody, rumors swirl. Will he write a book or fade from the spotlight? For Meri, could she find love outside TLC cameras? Or is reality TV her permanent stage? And for fans, one question lingers. Is Sister Wives ending? Or is it simply transforming into something new? Because if there's one thing we've learned, the Brown family story is never really over. What do you think? Was Kody's humiliation justice served? Was Meri's awkward speed dating night a failure? Or the first step to freedom? Let us know in the comments. And if you believe women deserve second chances, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear Meri's story.